Hello from YouTube, everyone. So I'm going to attempt to make this video as short as possible for the sake of receiving feedback from everyone who'd like to give it. The first thing I'm going to show is a short clip from Vertical Slice's footage, both for those that didn't get to see it last time and to show the progress between then and now. As you can see here, we had some issues with the UI being in world space. It was being affected by the post-processing of the scene, it was overlapping with other UI elements, and it was being distorted by the movement of the characters, which is something that we fixed in the current version. We also had this idea for putting VFX over each hit to make every hit look massive and intense, but it ended up blocking the scene, so we edited that down to be much more reasonable. As you'll see in a moment, basically nothing in this original scene has gone untouched. We updated the characters, updated the lighting, updated the UI, and updated the placement of objects. This was thanks in large part to getting help from professors. We had Nick come and talk to the art team and the LDs, we had Hez come and work with the TDs and the programmers, and we had a lot of very helpful input from everyone, which we are very thankful for. So without further ado, here's our updated combat scene, which I will be narrating over to explain the mechanics that are being shown. So as you can see, the UI has moved to the top corners of the screen rather than in world space. The turn meter is now the circle that fills around each character's portrait, and when it's full, an exclamation point above their head indicates they have an action available. When a character's turn is activated, this menu opens that allows them to select an attack or action to take. When the player highlights an action, its information is displayed in this pane at the bottom left of the screen. This includes information like how much hype you gain or lose by using it, and how much damage it deals. The two forms of basic attack are punching and kicking. The difference between these two is that one gains more hype and one deals more damage. This gives the player a tactical decision on whether or not they want to hurry and finish off an enemy, or if they need to gain more hype. The icons that appear above their heads are the time-limited button prompts that the players enter to do additional damage. Hype Up is a move that isn't actually an attack, but rather functions to hype up the crowd and increase the hype meter. Grapple Punch and Sparkly Kick are placeholder names for attacks that would give the status effects Grappled or Sparkly. Grappled causes the afflicted character to lose their turn, and Sparkly causes the character who has it to deal additional damage. You can see that when the character is afflicted with Grappled, there's an effect that goes around their character model, but also a status icon that appears underneath their health. Tandem attacks are attacks that require both hands input in order for both characters to attack at the same time. Because these attacks are so difficult, they deal much more damage than a regular attack. One cool feature that we've implemented that is core to the idea of wrestling is finisher moves. If an enemy is close enough to being defeated and you use a special move on them, it will play a special, unique animation. And this is a proxy of our victory screen. Normally this would have a section right here where it shows the rewards that you get for winning the fight. Now the last thing I wanted to show was something that we have that is in progress, and it is the exploration zone. This area is where you will talk to NPCs, get quests, buy equipment, and all the other things that an RPG normally has to offer. This is still in progress, but I wanted to make sure that we showed it to you so that you could see what it will be like. That is all